back. This is the Cherry Garage. We have a huge series coming up on this
It's SW20.
It's MR2 SW20.
Yes, sir.
Our friend James Stewart's. He's well known in the car community around here in St. Louis, and he wants us to do a lot of upgrades on this thing. We got all the parts lined out over there. But before we do anything, it's important that we actually get to test drive this to see how it actually drives and handles, so that when we take everything out and put it back together, we know it's definitely improved. So let's go with Jacob here behind the camera.
Yeah. All right, well, yeah. Hey, here's the car. Notably, he's got a gigantic muffler. Pretty cool. I think he asked us to, one thing, do. This thing rattles. And,
oh, dude, there's a list of like 100 things.
Yeah, there's like a million things. We'll get into it. But that's one of the things. We'll see how it is. Here's the engine. It's gonna look a lot prettier when we're done with it. He's got a turbo. He's going.
Turbo is factory.
No, he's got a turbo for us to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not.
He's got a better turbo. Wait, take a peek at it. He got it from a grocery store.
Yeah, you got this from Schnucks.
Ooh.
They make it easy.
Pretty new.
So this is a variable geometry turbo.
I think it's a
Is that how they
variable vane.
Variable vane.
I think we should definitely specify what it is before we start saying stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, anyways, we'll get into that when we put the turbo.
We literally just put all the things here.
Yeah, we stacked all the parts here. As you can see, there is a lot of parts here, and we're doing a lot to this car. So, shout out to James. You got a cool car. We're gonna go take it for a spin and see how cool it feels. Apparently, it's already got a bad clutch, so we're gonna be taking it easy. But like Keaton said, we want to feel it out before we start doing everything, just so we have a good idea of what it's supposed to feel like. So this is a right-hand drive, by the way, huh? Okay.
Before it's all loud and obnoxious in here, let me just show the interior. So we got a Sparco steering wheel. I think he did the color change on the gauges. A Omoni boost gauge, all the 8-pillar gauges. This, oh, it's the oil pressure sense. He said this one didn't work, but apparently it's working. This one doesn't work. Aftermarket radio, not too much, but all nice driver mods.
Notably, it has a super short shift knob.
TRD, like short boy shift.
It's little. We'll show that inside the car in a second. But let's get a first start here.
I'll tell you what, I did drive this in to the garage like 10 feet, and I don't like driving right-hand drive, dude. It's weird.
Hit the brakes again. Sheesh. All right. Yeah, cut it, bro.
It's really cut, bro.
You need to cut it.
I like the steering wheel, though.
Sparco? Yup. Yeah, this thing looks good in the sun.
So already just sitting here while it's warming up, some things for us to note is you can definitely feel the engine, almost like it has solid engine mounts right now. It's like a back massage on this chair. It's super easy to turn, no noises yet, and the clutch is obviously giving out.
Okay.
It's stiff, I'll tell you that. And he's getting a stiffer one, which is crazy because already, like, I just hate, multiple point turns.
Yeah.
My foot just starts dying. What about you? Feel anything?
I'll let you know when I drive it.
Wait, what about passenger seat?
I mean, I just got in it. It's buzzing, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's done.
That, I guess it's the muffler that's not really mounted so great, so you can kind of feel those vibrations throughout the whole chassis.
You hear a dash rattle.
Oh yeah.
I think it's this thing.
It's a neat little car. It's weird being on the left side, passenger, princess.
For those of you that don't know, I've always wondered, because I never drove a right-hand drive car, it's the same shift pattern as a, left-hand drive car. So when you're in first, you're actually all the way over, which is weird. But here we go.
Yeah, it feels
not
like
terrible. It's not like jolty, but you can hear it, you know? Like it has solid mounts maybe.
felt like it makes some good torque there. You know, I know you weren't going hard on it, but you could feel the boost coming. And I could see how this would be fun, you know, once.
It's definitely more linear than my AW11. That's way different.
Well, I think he said this has a stock tune. Yeah, you can feel it for sure.
You also definitely feel the clutch slip when the turbo hits.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah. Overall, though,
sheesh.
There's definitely rattly
Damn.
stuff going on.
Pardon my language, guys. It's a little rough.
Glad that we're doing this now, because had we done all the work and then drove it, we'd be like, oh, did we do that? Seems like it doesn't necessarily love going out of boost and then coasting with power steering. It starts to like kill the engine a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely very rattly through the gas pedal and clutch. James, if you're watching this, we're not talking smack on you. This is just so we have a baseline for the improvements.
If it makes you feel any better, my E36 is also rattly, and I love it with all my heart.
Would you like to get your feeling real quick?
Yeah, I'll give it a quick little feeler. Sounds good.
All right, so we got Jacob up in here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give the old JDM a go. So I moved this around in the garage, getting it in the spot, so I got an idea for it. But it's still, like Keaton said, it's just, to me, it's disorienting to be over here on the right side, shifting with my left hand.
Especially for your spatial awareness, you know?
Yeah,
like
dude.
when you're making turns, you're like, it's way different.
Little car. Oh yeah, that clutch is sensitive. So I hadn't even let it up enough to grab that gear.
Huh.
I think. So he has the short knob, but I don't think this is a genuine short shifter.
It's not.
The throw is still, oh gosh, the blinker is on the wrong side.
Oh really? I didn't notice that.
It's because you didn't use your blinker.
Yeah, you're right. Watch out for that.
Golly.
Well, we can attribute this also to the St. Louis roads.
Yeah, this is a rough patch town, but yeah, I mean, this car feels nice in the way that its power is delivered. I'm a fan of the golly, I'm looking for all the gears in the wrong spots. We're not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't do second
My
gear.
hand was over here, and I'm like, looks like I'm locking the door, but I'm looking for the gear.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
There's like a rump, like a metally sound when you're in gear from the engine bay, like a clunky.
Okay, let's try and really listen to it this time.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like
It might be that muffler. Am I clear on that
something
side?
deep. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I guess this is why right-hand drive doesn't work on right-hand roads.
Look at this.
Fat pothole.
Okay, I mean,
So this thing is going to actually benefit a lot from what we're doing.
yeah. I would agree. I'm excited to get this work done on it. Definitely needs a new clutch.
Let's get it back in the garage and talk.
Yeah,
All
sounds good. So we just got back from driving it. Definitely learned a few things. Like, you know, how it drives and how it feels. It's hard to say without getting into it, you know, because the clutch is not there to drive hard. But we felt what the chassis feels like. We felt what the suspension feels like. We have an idea of how the engine runs.
Heard all the noises that it has already.
Yeah, all the noises it has already, which there's a lot of.
It does suck though that we didn't get to take it on the highway or give it power, because that's really like the main thing that we're gonna be
Absolutely.
giving it. So.
But hey, it is what it is, right? That's how he dropped it off. So yeah, the clutch is for sure toast. He was not lying. Not that we ever doubted you, James. But anyways, before we finish this up, let's take a quick look at some of the parts here. We'll get into the details of it later, but I mean, we're doing from air to air.
Yeah, it was originally
to
air to
now
air.
air to water. So here's this intercooler. Here's the water pump for that. We have to source.
Oh, we actually just bought one today.
Oh,
yeah.
Lovely. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We just got it. So we're waiting on some parts still, by the way. They're not all here. But, you know, we're getting new coolant hoses. If you're an MR2 guy, this is like, whatever, the hose from hell and the other hose from hell.
Down under or something?
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called.
It's on the sheet.
Yeah.
We'll show you that later.
But it's not going to be the hose from hell because we're taking the engine out.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take the thing out. So we got, you know, new aluminum brackets, timing kit, gasket kit.
Charge pipe, down pipe.
Steel clutch cable. That's going to feel sharp.
Yeah.
CV axle rebuild kit.
Whole engine gasket set. But you missed something, dude. The air to water reservoir.
Oh, okay.
That one's cool.
Yeah, and that's air to water.
A bunch of Hux parts, billet tensioner, other stuff.
A whole bunch of new gauges that we're gonna wire up with a fancy computer for it. A new to him starter.
That's from a different engine, the 2GR8FE.
Correct. Oil pump, shifter bushings, bearings, pins, throttle body inlet, a new lightweight
upgraded
battery. We got a water pump, titanium transaxle bolts, clutch bolts, the sugar cube.
That one's important. Everyone knows that one if you have MR2.
Motor mounts.
Simplified version. 6-puck clutch.
Exhaust hanger.
All the piping or
here.
hosing for the turbocharger. Did we even say turbocharger?
Well, we said that one earlier, but yes.
E-brake cable.
And what's cool about this is it also has an integrated blow-off valve right there. Or is that the wastegate? Wastegate.
And a list of like probably 20 things that are tiny parts or not parts, such as repairs, installs, make things work.
Yeah, like a couple different parts that we're pulling off. We're gonna give to him. He's gonna get them ceramic coated. You know, it's gonna be a aesthetic project as well.
Yeah. So we're gonna end up putting all this stuff written out, beauty format, and in a chronological order, so we can figure everything out pretty well. Show you guys. The next episode is really just going to be starting the project.
Yep.
So we're going to begin pulling the engine, taking inventory, figuring out what we're going to do first.
Yep. So over the next, I guess we'll do a series on this, and every week or so we'll put whatever we get to that week. That'll just be an episode where we tackle however many jobs. So we're going to try and knock this out quick. James wants it ready for the car season coming up, and I think April 1st is
4 days from now.
Yeah, 4 days from now. So it's right around the corner, so we're trying to bust this out quick for him.
Yeah.
And we'll share all the fun with you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions.